Hello, friends. Change is in the air, is it not? And as you know, change is my thing. So I felt compelled to make a post about change on this historic day. The truth is, while there is a majority of us celebrating today, there are so many of us who are grieving, feeling anxiety, feeling traumatized, feeling fearful for the future. And for my friends who are feeling defeat today, I honor your feelings and I'm giving you a giant virtual hug right now. Regardless of our beliefs and our differences, we have to honor one another and trust that this change that is happening right now is happening for our good, for all of our good, not just those that got it right. Like any other change that we experience in life, we may not like or agree with it, but at some point in time, we acknowledge why it had to happen the way it did. Think about any change that you've been through in life and the lessons you've gained and the wisdom that came from it and the aha moment. Like any time of uncertainty, we experience transformation. We all are right now, and we're experiencing it on an individual and collective level. And because transformation is in full force right now, I'm going to run through the 6 stages of transformation and help you gain an understanding of what we're going through. Not only what we're going through, but what's to come. Because of the uncertainty, knowing the cycle of change and the natural process of transformation that occurs whenever change is happening in our life will put us at ease, knowing that the dark days will soon be behind us, right? So the first stage is realize. Realize that change is in fact happening. I think we're all either celebrating change or mourning the change, but we are all in that place of realizing that change is happening. First stage of transformation. At the same time, it's imperative that during this stage, we stop to visualize our desired outcome. Because if we don't, we are feeding into the universe an order of fear, anxiety, depression, sadness, and nobody needs any more of that stuff. The truth is, it may not have been your president-elect, but you can still visualize an optimistic future for yourself, regardless of who's president. So please, take time today to visualize the positive outcome. And for those of you who are celebrating, definitely do that and put into motion all of our optimistic futures. The second stage of transformation is release. What comes to mind of the many things, the thoughts, the beliefs, the behaviors, the baggage that can be released at this time? Fear, doubt, worry, lies, the division between us. I release it all. I know I have had my share of anxiety through this election and just the mudslinging and the division. It has been heartbreaking for me to see friendships and families being divided. It's absolutely devastating and ridiculous. So I say we release all that. I know this may take time, but if we all work on it, the results will be beneficial to all of us. The third stage of transformation happens simultaneously, actually. It's the rebound stage. And like I said, there is a grieving period for some and a celebration for many. Regardless of what you are experiencing today, we will move through this phase. And this is the healing phase. This is the rejuvenation phase. This is the take a breath phase. Those that are sad, I promise you, you'll find happiness. And those who are on a high from the win, you will find your balance. You may, in time, feel emptiness, feel a void. And this is perfectly natural, perfectly normal in the transformation process. And it's a good indicator that you are evolving and you've done some releasing, because now you've created space for the next stage of transformation, which is reinvent. This is really where the fun begins for all of us. Regardless of who our leader is or who our government is, we have the power to create the life we intend to live. Nobody else really has a say-so in that. Sure, they may impact the price of groceries and our gas prices, but really, to create the life you were destined to live, you choose to live, that's in your hands. That's in nobody else's hands but yours. So the reinventing stage is yours for the taking. And as soon as you go through the healing process and even come down from the celebration process, you're going to step into the reinventing stage. So let me ask you this. Who do you wish to become? Who are you becoming? Who are you choosing to be? This stage invites us to begin behaving this way and put into action the next greatest version of who you are. We may stumble and fall. We always do. We're human. But you pick yourself back up and you learn to fall and you learn to get up. And you know what? You've got someone next to you who can help you back up. That's what we're here for. You've done the work and you released all that crap. Then there's a blank slate in which to create from. And that is the beauty of the reinventing stage. Because now you can truly create your life. You have the power to do that. And you have permission to do that. And we don't need permission from our government to do that. The fifth stage of transformation is the Resurrect stage. Although some may find it difficult to see this stage right now, I promise you it's coming. This day, when you rise above it all, the day when you see the struggle for what it was, you see this crisis and those well-needed circumstance that's taking place, all to get you where you belong. You resurrect to that greatest version of who you are and realize that the power is within you to do so. And finally, respond. The final stage of transformation is really a call to action. What is the point of going through all of that, all of this change, all of these emotions, if you cannot use your wisdom, use your story, the lessons learned to help someone else who may be falling behind, who's not quite getting through the process as quickly as you did? For those of you who have evolved to this point, please don't bloat on social media. Please refrain from the I told you so's. Nobody needs that today. Rather, offer comfort. Share your story of how you shifted your beliefs and how that benefited you in the long run, whether it's for political purpose or just another example in life. So many people just need reassurance right now that it's going to be okay. And it's our responsibility to respond to the needs of others. After all, that is the American way. Let's get back to being Americans, shall we? Transformation is certainly underway for us all. It's rarely easy, but it's always worthwhile. I promise you that. It's a time right now to remember who you are at the core. For some, it's a time for healing. Let's honor those people who are healing. It's a time to tap into our potential. It's a time to build. It's a time to create. And we simply cannot do it divided. So be compassionate and be the type of human who puts the kindness back into humankind. And as difficult as it may seem for some, it's time to embrace change. Embrace change. Embrace change. Wishing you all love. Always.